Donald Duck had a new toy train in his backyard, and it was a beauty too. It had a shiny black engine. Behind that was a coal car where Donald rode. He was too big for the toy engine's cab. The train had a coach, a mail car, and a red caboose. But none of Donald's friends could fit inside because it was a toy-sized train. There was a little station beside the track. All around the station, a little village spread, with houses and churches and stores. Only nobody lived there because it was too small. One day Donald was laying some new train track when he came spang up against a great big tree. Donald Duck said, "This will have to go." "Oh no. It's very, very big for my toy train." So he had the big tree moved away. Now up in the treetop was the cozy home of two chipmunks, Chip and Dale. They were away at the time, gathering nuts for their winter food. Soon back they came with great armloads of nuts. But what was this? They could scarcely believe their eyes. Where their home had been, there stood a toy-sized tree. Donald had put it there because it was just the right size for his little toy train. Chip cried, "Hey Dale, the tree is not big enough for us." Dale cried, "No, Chip." Where could Chip and Dale live? The two sad chipmunks sat and thought. But that didn't get their home anywhere. They started walking slowly down the railroad tracks. Soon they came upon the train, right where Donald had left it. Chip said, "Hey Dale, look at this, it looks like fun." Dale said, "Let us go for a ride." They hopped into the engine cab, which was just their size. They stoked up the little fire with a shovelful of coal. And away they chugged, down the track. Soon they came to the town. They rang the engine bell and pulled on the brakes and stopped. Chip said, "Oh, quite a town." Dale said, "Let us look around." They rattled the doors of the little stores, but no one was there to sell. They knocked at the doors of the little houses, but no one answered their knocks. One little door, though, swung open at their touch. Chip and Dale stepped inside. Inside the house, they found chairs and lamps and tables and beds, all exactly chipmunk size. Chip and Dale moved right in. But someone was coming. It was Donald Duck. And Donald Duck was angry. Donald fumed, "Someone has stolen my train. It's probably wrecked by now. Not everyone can handle a real little train." Just then Donald saw the train, parked at the station as neat as could be. Near the train, he found tiny footprints that led straight to a little house. Donald went to the window and peeked inside. Chip and Dale was curled up in bed, taking naps. Donald said, "Well, isn't that cute? Wow, they're just the right size." After watching this she thought, ultimately, I get good friends who are able to drive my train and live in this tiny toy house. Donald made friends with Chip and Dale. He let them drive his fine toy train while he rode on a coach behind. Donald said happily, "It's always fun to play with folks who are just the right size."